Present.
12 members of this August body responded to the call, sir.
12 members respond to the call. I think the other one is Councilor Fontolera ba?
Yes, sir.
I think he's having technical difficulty, so we therefore have quorum. We may now transact official business. So, Madam Secretary, next item.
Approval of agenda.
Any unassigned business?
Wala po.
Any unassigned business po sa mga kasama po natin? Gusto pong isa lang sa ating calendar of business. Okay. Wala po. Okay. So, any motion?
Mr. Chair, I move that the agenda for today's session be moved by the body.
It's been moved by Councilor Alfred Felix de Castro, the chairman of the rules, seconded by Councilor Radok, Councilor Oscar Bolling, and Councilor Apple Bakay. Any amendments? Hearing none, the said agenda is approved. So next item.
Adoption of the journal and minutes of the Sangguniang Panlunsod regular session held on April 6, 2021.
Any motion? Councilor Bernabe?
Mr. Presiding Officer.
Happy birthday.
Thank you po.
Happy birthday. Okay.
Mr. Presiding Officer, I move for the adoption of the journal and minutes of the ST regular session held on April 6, 2021.
It's been moved by Councilor Loverly Bernabe, seconded by Councilor Bandera, Councilor De Castro, Councilor Councilor De Leon, and Councilor Apple Bakay for the adoption of the said journal and minutes. Any objections, amendments? Hearing none, the said journal and minutes are hereby adopted. So, Madam Secretary, please take note that Councilor Joselito Fontolera is already online.
Okay po.
So, next item. Any privileged speeches from the August body? So, wala. So, simulan ko muna. So, Madam Secretary, I believe that last session we agreed upon assessing the one-way route scheme that will be done along Poblacion streets due to the construction of the drainage or line canal in certain areas. So I believe we have a guest here, our POSO representative, Sir Ladia, and yun lang. So Councilor Radok moves for the
I move for the suspension of ordinary rules, Mr. Chair, to accommodate our guests.
Okay, Ma'am Luz, please acknowledge our guests po.
Our guests for the evaluation or assessment of the implementation of the dry run of the one-way traffic scheme implemented pursuant to SB Resolution number 77, 2021-77, adopted on 30 March 2021 is our POSO representative, Sir Junicio Ladia, Traffic Operations Officer from POSO.
Okay, so Sir Johnny, magandang hapon po. Sir Johnny, hindi ko po kayo marinig.
Ang karo.
Yan. Sir Johnny, narinig niyo na po. Wala. Kanina meron. So, our technical staff, can we please help our resource speaker? Baka hindi nakasaksak masyado yung headset.
Yan.
Narinig ka namin.
Okay na, sir. Okay na.
Yan, okay na. Sir Johnny, magandang hapon po. Maraming pong salamat sa pag-online po.
Ito lang, sir. Mga madam, mga sir. Good afternoon po.
Sir Johnny, last week kasi, meron tayong pinasang resolution na gagawin po tayong implement dry run po ng ating one-way sa streets ng Poblacion. Natapos na po iyon. Nais po namin makakuha po ng assessment or kamusta naman po yung naging operation po noon para po alam po natin kung may extend po natin yon or iibahin po ba natin yung sistema.
Yes, sir. During sa dry run po, nagkaroon po kasi ng one-way entrance at saka one-way exit ng Sugi dahil po sa pagtaas po ng ating kaso sa pandemic.
Okay.
And then sa time na yon, nagsabay po yung mga heavy equipment po nila, backhoe, and then yung mixer. Kaya napilitan po yata sila na isara po yung kwan para hindi naman po mahirap para sa ating mga motorista yung pagdaan po doon. Medyo natagalan po ng konti.
Yung alin po na sinarahan po nila yung kalye?
Doon po sir, manggagaling po ng Pandayan papuntang yung daan na papuntang Plebeian. Manggagaling ng Pandayan, doon po sa may Gimson Street.
Okay. So, overall po, kamusta? Okay naman? May mga nagko-complain? Nag-adjust ba kayo or ano?
Wala naman pong complaint sir, pero yung nakita na namin yung sitwasyon na gano'n, tinawagan ko po yung isang engineer po nila, and then hindi pa yata nila ipinapatupad yung one-way scheme. And then pagkatapos po noon, kinaumagaan yata, naglagay na po sila ng no entry one-way dito sa may Lupis Grocery. Doon po naglagay.
Okay. Any questions from the body?
Mr. Chairman,
Yes, Councilor Plomel Ranoy, the chairman on...
Paano po yung Councilor Johnny, yung Winanwi, Linos po yung daan papuntang Victoria dito sa may parting Sabangan, yung ginagawang construction doon. Ang dinivert nila yung daan papuntang Pukal-Pukal. Parang nagkaroon din ata ng cladding doon sa may parting Pukal-Pukal dahil ginagawa rin yung daan down.
Councilor Ranoy, can you repeat your question kasi medyo mahina
yung daan dito sa may parting Sabangan, Mr. Chair.
Okay.
Linos nila yon ngayon. Dinivert dun sa may parting
Pukal-Pukal. Okay lang. Okay lang.
Parting Pukal-Pukal, ginagawa rin din yung daan doon, yung kanal doon sa may Pukal-Pukal, parang hirap-hirap din yung mga taga Tilbang, Victoria.
Ito ba yung ano? Ito ba yung sa harap ng Barangay Hall ng Sabangan?
Oh, yun. Yun, Mr. Chair.
Sige, no? Siguro mamaya isunod po natin yon. Kasi unahin po muna natin yung dun po sa Central Business District kasi that's also another concern, Councilor. And thank you for that. So, any other questions po regarding the Poblacion Streets? Councilor Raul Bacay, yes?
Mr. Chair, tanong ko lang po kay Sir Jone. Sir, yung one-way ba manggagaling sa Pandayan palabas doon sa Kantutin o manggagaling sa Kantutin palabas sa Pandayan? Kasi actually naka-one-way tayo ngayon kasi naka-close tayo ngayon sa di ba? Naka-close tayo kasi doon sa memorandum ni executive order ni Mayor Brian na one-way lang yung daan ng tricycle din sa Suke palabas sa Pandayan.
Yung ruta ay yung one-way po noon manggagaling po ng Pandayan papunta po ng Countubin. Yun po yung nasa proposal po.
Papuntang Kantutin.
Yes, sir. Yes.
Ibig sabihin nakasarado na nakakuan na yung kwan, wala nang papasok. Wala manggagaling sa Palali ba 'yon? Papunta sa
Dayan.
Doon sa may kanto sa may Lupis Grocery. Naglagay po ng no entry one way, naglagay po ng signage na po doon yung in charge sa construction. Pero yung mga papasok ng papunta sa looban ng Palali, likod ng sentral, pwede pa po silang pumasok hanggang doon, sir.
Yun lang, Mr. Chair.
Mr. Chair, may tanong lang ako.
Yes, Councilor Cirilo Doc, a majority.
Johnny, so far, yun lang ba ang kalye natin na ini-implement yung one-way na rota? Kasi doon sa resolution natin, ilan yung kalye na yun eh. Hindi lang yun. Doon lang ang apektado ng one-way.
Yes, sir. Yung project po na yun, binsanan po kasi yung paglabas ng pondo. And then consists of mini streets. Pero ang ginagawa po nila one at a time. Pag natapos po yun, pupunta ulit po sila doon sa ibang streets.
So hindi sabay-sabay yung pag-implement natin na one-way?
Hindi, sir. Hindi po.
Kung alin yung kalsada na gagawa ng line canal, doon lang in-implement yung one-way, hindi sabay-sabay?
Yes, sir.
Okay.
Any other questions po from the body?
Yes, Vice.
Yes, Councilor De Castro.
Yung nilalagay nila ng mga placard, masyadong nasa gitna.
Okay.
Kasi nung minsan dadaan ako parang dikit yung kuhan kasi maliit yung daan doon eh. Tapos masyadong nasa gitna yung one-way nila na signage. Yun lang naman yung concern ko.
Please take note, Sir Johnny, no? Pwedeng pa-request na lang and coordinate doon sa ating contractor na medyo igilid po natin ng kaunti o ilagay natin sa side na hindi po dadaanan para hindi naman po tayo maka-aksidente sa gabi po.
Noted, sir. Noted.
Tapos, yung concern po na sinabi ninyo na one-way dahil sa COVID, sa CSI, na-resolve nyo na po yun. Sa Suki, na-resolve nyo na po?
Yes, sir. Siguro nataon na walang operation po yung heavy equipment po nila. Kaya yung bantay po namin doon, pinapa-divert po doon sa may Palali. Prapantayan nga po, to count to 10.
Okay. Tapos ano na lang po, no, siguro ang favor na lang po na hingin natin is kunyari meron po kayong maisasara pansamantala dahil dadaan yung heavy equipment, siguro magandang i-announce po natin a day before or 2 days before para po alam rin ng mga taong dadaan doon. Hindi yung parang mabigla sila matraffic, parang gano'n, di ba?
Sige sir, i-coordinate ko po doon sa engineer po nung contractor.
Sige po. So, no more questions? Councilor yes, Councilor De Castro first.
At saka yung pag hindi sila nag-work siguro, anyway, na-obserban ko naman, parang pag wala naman silang work, kunyari after 5, nakatabi din yung mga yung mga heavy equipment nila. Pero minsan yung mga kahoy na ikakalat sa daan, so magiging hazardo sa mga ibang sasakyan na dumadaan. So itabi na lang nila ng konti para makadaan ng maayos yung mga sasakyan pag walang trabaho. Kasi usually from 5 o'clock, 7 o'clock in the morning, wala rin naman nag-work doon. Advice na lang yung contractor.
Please take note.
Yes sir, titignan din po natin yun sir kasi yung kahoy po na yun bilang babala din po sa ating mga motorista na mayroon pong construction doon. Unang-unang po kanal po yun. Mas mahirap naman po pag nabalahaw po doon o na-shock doon sa may kanal. Titignan po namin yun sir. Mamaya after po nito, iikutan ko po ulit.
Thank you very much. Thank you.
Yes, sir. Yes.
Siguro kasi parang 'di ba, sir, kung kaya naman ng contractor, nasanay po kasi tayo na 'di ba, maglalagay ng kahoy, maglalagay ng bato, ganun. So, I think meron naman tayong batas diyan na pati yung layo, 'di ba, parang first 50 meters, 100 meters. Kung po pwede, yun po yung makublay. Hanggat sa maaari, we understand na it's a small street, pero 'di ba, meron namang mga panuntunan kung gaano kalayo, gaano kataas, para makita talaga, di ba? So, before we proceed to Councilor Ranoy, matanong ko lang na, kunyari sir, mag one way tapos counterflow. Ano pong action ninyo doon? Kunyari, meron po tayo hindi niya alam, tapos nag-counterflow siya. Ano po ang natin?
Doon po sa may, pag ganun sir, pag ongoing po yung operation po nila, bali ang bantay naman po is mga tao po nila. Kung hihingi po sila ng assistance at mayroon pong nilapag doon po sa ating at nandun po kami kasi kung wala naman po kami doon, hindi po natin mahuhuli yung mga yon.
Okay. Okay. Sige po. Yes, Councilor Danoy, for our last question.
May matanong ko lang, Mr. Chair, kung hanggang kailan i-close yung sabangan na ginagawang project doon? Yung kalsada.
Hindi ko po natin alam. Siguro matanong natin sa engineering office kung kailan po. Medyo matagal yun, mahaba yun eh. Di ba? Parang
may bagong ispalto doon, baka maturog naman yan. Yung sa parating pukal-pukal.
Yun nga. Siguro i-forward natin yung concern sa city engineer natin para mabalikan po tayo dyan. Regarding sa poblasyon, meron pa po ba? Okay. So, marirecommend nyo ba, Sir Ladja, na may extend na to? Okay naman na yung plano natin. No? Wala nang problema. Pag magka-problema, ay paki-report na lang rin sa amin para alam rin namin yung gagawin. Maraming pong salamat, yes, Sir Johnny Ladja of the ating POSO office. Salamat po.
Salamat din, sir. Salamat po sa lahat.
Okay. So, Councilor Danoy, paano? I-forward na natin yung tanong muna sa engineering. Wala kasi siya dito eh. Okay lang. Okay. Yung sa sabangan, hindi kasi niya kabisado kung kailan matatapos dahil sa POSO naman siya. So, Ma'am Luz, can you ask someone, maybe Ma'am Sel, to do that query na lang? Kahit tawagan na lang niya over the phone. Or Ma'am Jane or si Ma'am Sel, call na lang over the phone si Engineer Roel Camba para magkaroon tayo ng detail kung what time po, kailan po matatapos yung pag-detour doon sa Sabangan area.
Sige, sir.
Okay. So, baka masagot natin mamaya, Councilor Danoy. So, we will now lift the... Do we have any more guests? Wala na po? Any other privilege hour?
Wala na po, sir.
Wala na po. So, we will now lift the suspension of the rules. Madam Secretary, what's our next item?
Sir, no further action regarding this matter.
So, shall we extend? Do we just tackle it under business of the day?
Yes, Chair. We will. I move that we discuss that when we come to the business of the day.
Okay, so it's been moved by Councilor Rodok, our majority floor leader, seconded by Councilor Fonterera, our chairman of infrastructure, to include the said resolution in our business of the day to extend or to put a timeline with regard to this one-way scheme. Any objection? Hearing none, the said item is included in our business of the day. Next item, Madam Secretary.
Now we proceed to the committee reports. The first item is a joint committee report from the public hearing held on April 5th regarding the request for reclassification of portions of 2 parcels of land situated at Barangay Poblacion, the city, with an aggregate area of 7,508 square meters from agricultural use to commercial use.
Anyone who...
Di ba cancel to mga ito?
Na-cancel lahat ito?
Yes, sir.
That was declared a holiday. That's why no public hearing was conducted.
Okay. So with regard to the committee reports, item 1, 2, 3, 4, and 5, these were all rescheduled 7 days after the proposed, the initial schedule, right? So kailan ba ito, Ma'am Luz? 7? 5. 5 and 7. So supposedly the hearing would be today. So hindi po ito na gawa. So shall we schedule it for a committee hearing date? Councilor Fontelera?
Yes, Mr. Chairman. Maybe we schedule for another hearing this matter.
This week po ba o next week na rin po ulit?
Sir,
Yes.
sir, public hearing po ito. So
public hearing ba ito?
Yes po.
Okay. So do you want this na this week or sa 19 na?
Next week. About,
2 weeks na siguro.
Give the floor to Councilor Alfred Castro.
I would just rather suggest, Mr. Chair, that they would coordinate with the proponents because I believe some proponents here are from Manila, and due to the conditions, they may prefer
some other date. So in the meantime, perhaps the Secretariat will just be informed of the date, or that the Secretariat could initiate a communication with the proponent so as to give a preferred date.
Okay. Please take note, Madam Secretary, that this committee, this public hearing would be temporarily parang to be scheduled to give dialogue with the proponent para ma-schedule kung kailan po sila okay at makapunta po dito. So ordered. So for the next one, the foreshore area of Bolo 2, Barangay Pandan, Councilor Season.
Yes, Mr. Chair. Yes, may schedule siya ng April 16 at 9 a.m. kasi doon po available yung Senro.
So please take note, Madam Secretary, April 16. What time po?
9 a.m. po.
9 o'clock in the morning. So it has been moved by Councilor Season to schedule that committee hearing.
Ano dala sa sudo? Pinamayod doy.
So ordered.
Dala katong sige madamdaman katungtung to lang.
Okay, so for the next item, yung ating ordinance reclassifying portion of parcel of land owned by Rael Kits Corporation, represented by Milagros Ferrer, situated at Barangay San Vicente, agricultural to commercial use. Do they have initial communication already, or shall we do what we did in number 1? Councilor Alfred?
We do it likewise as committee report number 9.1, Mr. Chair.
Okay, so ordered. Please take note, Madam Secretary. So we proceed to item number 4, ordinance granting financial assistance to frontliners who have been adversely affected by COVID-19 performance of their duties. When can we reschedule this? Kaya, ano ba ngayon? 12. Next week na rin. Ano to? 8:15. Public hearing ito, no?
Yes, Mr. Chair, sa public
Meron
hearing.
ba tayong public hearing, Ma'am Sec, na schedule na para maisabay na natin?
Sir, check ko lang po. Wala po sa akin yung calendar.
Sige. Then next item would be the ordinance providing the protocols in handling children, including the street situations in need of special protection. Councilor Season, shall we schedule this?
Yes, Mr. Chair. Yes, schedule din po natin sa April 21 at
April
10
21
a.m.
naman. Okay, please say to Madam Secretary that the item number 9.5, an ordinance, would be scheduled on April 21, 9 o'clock in the morning. So ordered.
Sir, yung may public hearing po tayo naka-schedule April 21 at 10 o'clock in the morning.
April 21. Ano ba ngayon?
Yes po.
12?
13 po.
13. So with regard to item number 4, let's just schedule it alongside with that public hearing para isang public hearing na rin po yung ating pupuntahan. April 21 na rin po. What time po yun, Ma'am Sec?
Sir, ang naka-schedule pong public hearing natin sa April 21 is yung ordinance amendment ng ating Comprehensive Transportation and Traffic Ordinance at 10 o'clock po. At saka may 1 o'clock po tayo localizing the Republic Act 11313 o yung Safe Spaces Act. Magdalawa po yung public hearing natin sa 21.
Isama mo na rin yan dyan. Isama mo na rin dyan.
So, what time po?
Let's just figure out if it will be maybe, mabilis na naman to eh. 11:30, kahit 11:30 siguro.
11:30, sir?
Yes, Councilor Season.
Vice, yung regarding sa localizing ng Safe Space Act, pwede kaya ng 9 o'clock yun, para dire-diretso na lang siya. Ng 21.
Ano oras ba yung isa mo?
Yung 1 p.m. po siya nakalagay.
Hindi, yung ano mo, yung kanina, yung...
protocol,
yung
sir, 9 o'clock. 9 o'clock po, ma'am.
Oh, sinet mo ng 9 eh.
Gagawin na lang siyang yung number 5, yung protocols, gagawin na lang siya April 22 at 10 a.m. Kasi may April 21 po tayong public hearing.
Okay, so please note, Madam Secretary. So,
22, 10 a.m.
To give a recap, the item number 9.4 will be scheduled at April 21, 11:30 a.m. And then ito pong 9.5 instead of 1 p.m. April 21, 9 a.m. po. So, pwede ba 8:30 para in case
13
magka-late?
a.m. po ito eh.
Hindi,
10
diba
a.m. po
10
ng
yung
April
traffic
22 po.
April 22.
Sorry. Number 9,
22.
9.5 would be scheduled for April 22 na po.
22 na
10
lang
a.m.
po.
Ng
10 a.m.
10 a.m. Okay. Pero yung sa public hearing natin sa 21,
yung 1
tuloy po yung 1 p.m. Tuloy na natin.
Tuloy na po. Okay lang po bang
Yes.
ilipat siya ng morning? Ate, nakakapag-release na kayo ng mga invitations.
Meron
Pwede
kasi-
kayang i-transfer ng 9?
Baka pwede nating
kakayanin siguro.
sa
Mahaba
dito kasi yung 21 may mga hearing ako maghapon sa court.
Ganun ba?
Pwede na gawin 22 o 23 na lang.
Anong hearing yung mga budget?
Isabangan ka no, road. Among ayan.
Councilor
Ano ka nung
Rodok,
completion?
yung budget ba yan?
Hindi po. Yung may hearing ako sa
hearing sa, okay.
Kaya yung 21.
When are you available? 22?
23, gano'n.
Oh, so anong day yung 23?
Okay, 20.
23.
Friday.
Okay ba kayo sa 23? Councilor Season, are you okay?
Tuloy niyo.
Friday?
Hindi ako makatid.
Hindi, mas maganda kung...
Okay, mas maganda po kung nandun.
Sige.
Okay po sa akin ang 23 by.
So, Ma'am Luz, yung lahat ng nakaschedule ng public hearing ng 21, so tatlo yon, i-move po natin sa 23. Okay po? Tapos yung gusto niyo, yung ordinance niyo po, Councilor Season, tuloy po ng 22 or 21?
23 na rin po siya, pero kung pwedeng...
Hindi po. Yung ano po, yung handling children.
Handling 20, sige, 21 na siya. Tuloy na natin ang 21 na. Opo.
So,
10 a.m. Balik
10
sa
a.m.
21.
So, si item number 5, 9.5, schedule po natin ng April 21, 9 a.m. Since wala na po tayong public hearing, move lahat ng tatlong public hearing sa April 23, Friday. Same time po. 9, 11:30, and 1 p.m. Okay po. So, ordered. Finally. Okay. Next item, Madam Secretary. Meron na ba tayong balita kay engineer? Wala pa. Nakalmute po kayo. Nakamute po kayo.
Wala na, sira na.
Yan. Ma'am Luz, nakamute ka. Yan.
Sir, nandito po si Engineer Camba pero wala pa siyang dalang data so tawag pa daw po siya sa office nila.
Okay. Sige.
So tawag na lang daw po niya mamaya kung ano po yung completion date ng Sabangan Road.
Completion rate at saka ano yung naging action dahil ano yung sabi niyo, Councilor Noy? Nagdumadaan sila ng pukal-pukal pero may ginagawa rin sa pukal-pukal.
Oo, sir. Medyo masikip din doon. Saka baka madurog yung bagong ispalto doon.
So ano pong itatanong ko, sir?
So invite na lang po number 1, kailan po ang completion date ng Sabangan Road?
Completion date ng Sabangan Road.
Number 2,
Mr. Chair.
ano po yun?
Kailan mag-open yung ano? Kasi totally hindi sila nagpapapasok doon eh.
Hindi pwedeng dumaan at all.
Hindi pwedeng dumaan,
Talaga? So, secondly, sinara daw yung road, dumadaan lahat sa pukal-pukal. Pero yung pukal-pukal daw, may ginagawa rin. Baka masira din agad. So, ano yung plano nila doon? So, okay na.
Sir. Okay po.
So, we proceed, Madam Secretary, to our business of the day.
Now we proceed to the business of the day. The first item is the resolution extending the implementation of the one-way traffic scheme along the city streets to give way for the construction of line canals.
So, Councilor, how many months do we want to extend this? Diretso na ba hanggang this year? Councilor Radok or Councilor Randanoy?
30 days.
30 days lang?
60 days.
O ano na?
Hindi pala sabay-sabay yung kalsada na one way.
Okay. Oo.
Ngayon yung Palali, pero yung iba na sinabi dito sa ordinance natin, ilan yung Kimson, Rabago, hindi pa sila apektado eh. Hindi kaya mas maganda kung hati-hati natin yan, inumpisan at saka i-one way nila hanggang matapos.
Pwede naman.
Parang ganon.
Hindi natin alam kasi baka biglang magsabay.
Pag magsabay po, nasa kanila na magkuhan ng one way.
Oo. Yes.
Hanggang matapos, huwag na lang natin lagyan ng deadline.
Okay.
Parang ganon.
So, okay na. Parang resolution adopting the tricycle route plan for the said project. Ganun na lang.
Ganun na po siguro.
Okay. Okay lang ba tayo doon, Councilor Alfred, na wala na tayong timeline since mukhang wala naman nagko-complain?
Hindi naman sila sabay-sabay pala na gagawin.
Hindi natin masabi. Baka mamaya biglang sabay-sabay.
Hindi. Pag sinabay, sila bahala maglagay na ng mga signages na one way.
So,
parang flexible siya.
Okay. So, motion ko na yan for approval. So, there's a motion by Councilor Cirilo Radoc to adopt to extend the one-way traffic scheme of Palali Street until it ends, up until the contract or completion.
Until the project is completed.
Until the project is completed. So there's a motion by Councilor Cirilo Radoc. Any second to that? Seconded by Councilor Segundera, Councilor Fontelera, Councilor De Castro, Councilor Apalbacay, Councilor Rabago for the adoption of the said resolution. Any objection? Pwede na po tayo doon. Any amendment? Hearing none, the said resolution is hereby adopted. Linawin ko lang, no? Lahat na. Councilor Radoc, no? Lahat na. Lahat na ng roads.
Lahat na po. Okay. Pag wala naman sila nakitang signage, papasukin nila doon. Okay
so next item, Madam Secretary. Naka-silent ka po. Naka-silent. Naka-mute ka po. Naka-mute ka po. Yan.
Second reading of the ordinance enacting the Alaminos City Public Safety, Security, Peace and Order Code of 2021.
Okay, I believe that the final draft isn't done yet. Yes, Councilor Verna Rabago, is it okay? We extend it for 2 more weeks.
Yes, I move to schedule for third and final reading on the next regular session.
Councilor Verna?
Yes, Vice?
With the coordination po doon sa Secretary, hindi pa daw na-compile ni Ma'am Luz yung mga added na suggestion. So, humihiling po yung Secretariat na kung pwede pong 2 linggo pa po para po sama-sama po yung mga suggestion at legal opinion.
Yes, Vice. Pero nagbigay na po sila ng draft sa akin.
Ma'am Luz?
May draft na po siya.
Baka kulang pa yon.
Hindi. Sir, ma'am, draft po yun ng research group. Hindi ko pa po siya nare-review kaya kailangan ko pa pong i-review bago po natin sana i-approve kung pwede.
Okay, Vice.
Kasi after 2 weeks na.
Okay, so Councilor Verna moves to defer the said ordinance from 2 weeks from now, seconded by Councilor Radoc. So ordered. Please, Madam Secretary, please compile all the suggestions and coordinate with Councilor Rabago.
Yes,
so next item.
Next item is second reading of the proposed ordinance creating 1 position under the Executive Department of the Local Government Unit of Alaminos City.
Story mo na yung third.
And also the second reading of the proposed ordinance abolishing 1 position, upgrading 1 position, and creating 3 positions under the Sangguniang Panloob Secretariat, Legislative Department of the Local Government Unit of Alaminos City, Pangasinan.
Councilor Dalia De Leon, are you there?
Yes, Mr. Presiding Officer.
Shall we?
Both second and third is moved to calendar for the third and final reading for the next regular session.
Okay. Okay. Actually, we can already elevate it to third and final reading today para may approve na po natin today. Okay lang po?
Okay lang po.
Okay, so
sige po, Vice. Okay po.
Thank you po. Councilor Dalia De Leon moves to calendar for third and final reading the said one ordinance. I-integrate niyo lang po yung item number 2 and 3 into one ordinance. And since nag-hearing na po tayo dun sa item number 2, and then as mentioned by our budget officer last session, na same lang naman yung magiging source of fund nung item number 3, which is the supplemental budget. And pareho lang po yung i-discuss sa hearing. So we decided to just integrate the two items into one ordinance to the third and final reading later in today's agenda. Seconded by Councilor Cirilo Radoc. Are there any objections? Hearing none, the said integrated ordinance is calendared for third and final reading in today's session as well. So next item, Madam Secretary. Next item. Nakamute ka. Nakamute ka, ma'am. Second
reading of the ordinance regulating the use of single-use plastic bags in the city of Alaminos, Pangasinan.
Councilor Segundera, you're recognized.
Sige, ipagakong karon.
Councilor Segundera, you're on mute.
Sorry.
Yeah,
sorry, Mr. Chair. Yes, Mr. Chair, I submitted the draft of the ordinance as revised.
Okay.
And may I move that the same be considered and calendared for third and final reading if there are no more questions or suggestions.
It has been moved by Councilor Michelle Season Segundera to calendar the said ordinance for third and final reading in our next regular session. Is there any second to that?
Second.
Seconded by Councilor Radoc, Councilor Rabago. Any objection?
Second.
Seconded by Councilor Dalia De Leon. Any objection? Hearing none, the said ordinance is calendared for third and final reading in our next regular session. Next item.
Next item is a resolution granting development permit to Centrum Fuel Northern Luzon for the proposed gasoline station at Barangay San Vicente, Alaminos City, Pangasinan.
So just to give a background, ito yung na-discuss natin last week na pina-revisit ko po yung ordinansa natin regarding yung backfilling ordinance. Wala namang explicitly na nakalagay doon na it should be reclassified first. Pero in principle, ideally, mas maganda talaga na mauuna yung ating reclassification para at least reclassification first and then a development permit. So, but then again, there was also a suggestion na alangan namang pahirapan natin itong mga pumupunta na nga sa atin to permit para at least magpaalam at masabi yung projects. And hopefully, we do not want to hamper this business establishments to build in our city to increase our economic capability. So my proposal here is since resolution lang naman ito, aprobahan na natin ito. Pero sa next na mag-a-apply sa atin ng sanggunian ng development permit, we will also request them na isabay yung pag-file ng reclassification kahit na kulang pa ng requirements para at least sabay yung pagsalang sa sanggunian. So kung okay po kayo doon, I think that would be the best middle ground for
Vice,
everyone.
Hindi kayo magiging president yan?
Na pag-unahin na, ganon?
Oo. Yung mga iba, unahin na, total. I-approve naman natin yung ordinance. Ordinance yun, ito resolution lang. Hindi na sa, pero parang, yun nga, parang baliktad.
Pero how do we go about that? Kasi parang ideally maganda, but in reality kasi mabagal talaga yung reclassification. Sabay approval o sabay submission lang?
Pero kung naman sabay submission, nasa guard na yung applicant
Sabay ang application.
Parang pinauna. Hindi, ibig sabihin, para sila ay magkaroon ng awareness naman na dapat mas mauna yung reclassification kaysa yung development permit. Yung mga tao na may balak, yung susunod.
Paano gagawin, attorney, ko lang? For example, sabay po sinalang sa sanggunian. So, hindi po natin ma-approve yung development permit hanggang wala pang reclassification? Ganun po ba?
Dapat ganun po eh.
Dapat ganun.
Yun yung intention ng ordinansa natin po, di ba? Kasi akong whatever, paano kung hindi na-approve yung ordinansa na reclassifying?
Oo.
Anong mangyayari sa development permit? Parang ganon. Just in case lang, kasi possible naman lahat yan
No. I understand. Ang problema kasi ngayon, at this moment, wala talagang sumusunod. Actually, kinakausap ko na rin si Mayor about that na dapat sumunod. Dapat mag-ano muna sila.
Kaya nga yan po, kung walang sumusunod, tayo naman ang nagkuka dyan. Kung ayaw nila sumunod, huwag natin bigyan ng development permit. Kasi parang hindi pala tayo sinusunod. Parang walang kwenta rin yung ordinansa natin.
So,
parang nawawalan sila ng parang walang kwenta yung ginagawa natin pala.
Pero the problem is, how do we, yun nga, yung na-bring up na itong mga to, nagko-comply nga sila. Paano naman, kumbaga, should we consider this kasi nagko-comply, they're trying to comply, o yung talagang totally hindi nagko-comply? Diba? Kaya, I totally get your point as well. So, anong gusto natin gawin dito?
Paghintay na lang natin muna. Hanggang maayos naman yung i-fast track na natin yung ordinance nila na reclassification para hindi naman tayo magmukhang.
Did anyone talk to the proponent of this ordinance kung ano ba yung niya? Kung ano ba yung purpose niya dito? Centrum Fuel, so gas station.
Alam ko niyan, Vice, nakalandfill na yan eh.
Yun nga yung problema.
Kaya mayroon din silang mayroon din ata silang application for reclassification. Ako, basta't dapat simultaneous filing siguro ang pwede.
Yun nga, yung simultaneous okay tayo doon. Huwag naman mauna yung isa.
Kasi ang nangyari noon, hindi pa sila aware din sa yung developmental permit at saka locational clearance. Siguro, pag mag-a-apply sila ngayon, kailangan
sabay
yung locational clearance at development permit at the same time application ng ordinance for reclassification.
Yun yung moving
kasi
forward.
At least there is already a manifestation of good faith. At alam din naman natin na yung ordinansa medyo matagal-tagal yan.
And I think basta sabay.
Tsaka initially doon sa application for reclassification, makikita mo naman na pag qualified sila for reclassification kasi yung threshold lang naman ng yung agricultural
Pero kailangan pag dapat pagka may naghihiring kayo, dapat agree rin tayo na kunyari agree rin tayo na maglalagay siya ng doon. Maglalagay siya ng gasolinahan doon. 'Di ba? Pasok naman sa CLUP yun 'di ba? So Ma'am Luz, nag-approve na ba tayo ng natin, ng ganito? Meron tayong isa, 'di ba?
Yung pong Sir Tory, yung kay Miss La Torre.
Pero meron na bang reclass yun? Wala pa.
Nahuli pong na-approve yung kanyang reclass.
Pero sabay bang pumasok o hindi?
Parang
yung
hindi
kay
rin,
La Torre, walang development permit.
Wala nang development permit yung kay La Torre pala, sir, kasi hindi siya covered.
Bakit?
Kasi sir, nakapag-develop na siya before the implementation ng ordinance natin na 2019-12.
Ganun ba?
Kaya hindi na siya nag-development permit. Itong sa Centrum Fuel, sir, if you will, sa ating committee reports po, nasa number 3 po siya. Supposedly, may committee hearing siya noong April 7 para sa reclassification niya.
Ito?
Yes, sir.
Last week, okay.
Pero hindi po nga natuloy dahil canceled lahat ng ating activity. Kaya po hindi na hearing yung kanyang reclassification.
Yan din yung reclassification niya?
Yes, sir. Dapat nung April 7 po ang committee hearing niya.
Pero ito yun? Ito yung kapartner ni development
yes
permit?
Po. Ito yung development permit, kapartner po nung reclass niya.
So, okay na ba yun, Councilor Doc? Naka-file naman na rin yung reclass? O ano?
Inuman ko magiging president yan.
Agree din ako na sinasabi ni Councilor Rodok na dapat sabay yung filing nila.
At least sabay.
Sa susunod yung mapan kasi kailangan bago itanggap na lang ng secretariat,
na
i-advise din
agad.
sila na sabay yung application.
Yan,
Ganun na lang gawin natin para hindi na-overtake
Okay.
yung isa.
Okay, so let this be a learning experience. So sa Torre na late, so ito na okay, na late pero okay lang. Ito naman si Centrum. So pareho nang naka-file. So should we tas moving forward, okay na tayo, ma'am, that it will be a twin resolution.
Huwag na kayo tumanggap ng development permit application without the accompanying application for reclassification.
Yes.
Para hindi tayo maging
maipit, hindi tayo maipit. So
tama rin yung sabi ni Councilor Rado.
Tama. So as the lawyers, what action do you want with regard to this resolution? They have already filed an intent to reclassify the property, pero hindi natuloy yung hearing last week. So we have a pending resolution here. Do we approve it or do we defer it for another week?
Para sa akin lang po, Vice, i-defer na lang natin. Kausapin natin sila na maghintay sila ng kunti hanggang ipast-track na natin yung reclassification. Kung 1 linggo, 2 linggo, matapos natin yan. Para hindi naman magmukhang
Okay. So is there any objection to that? Or any comment or any suggestion from the group? Okay, kung wala, Ma'am Luz, ganun na lang po gagawin natin. So, we defer the said, kailan ba yung hearing nung reclass?
Sir, i-coordinate pa po namin.
Wala pa? Okay.
Yes, sir.
So, Councilor Radoc moves to defer the said issuance of development permit pending the hearing of the reclassification of the said property of Centrum. Any objection? Amendment, discussion, hearing none, the said resolution is deferred. Next item, Madam Secretary.
Second reading of the proposed ordinance on ordinance granting franchise to United Association of Cockpit Owners and Operators of the Philippines, Incorporated, to broadcast live and data stream cockfighting activities and derbies at commercial establishments and to establish, operate, and maintain off-site cockpit beating station within the city of Alaminos, Pangasinan.
Any motion?
Mr. Chair, I move that the said matter be calendared for third reading on the next scheduled session, Mr. Chair.
It has been moved by Councilor Alfred Felix de Castro, duly seconded. Any second?
Second.
By Councilor Radoc, Councilor Lanoy, Councilor Rivera, Councilor Applebahay, Councilor Dalia de Leon, to calendar the said ordinance for third and final reading in our next regular session. Any objection? Amendments? Hearing none, the said ordinance is calendared for third and final reading in our next regular session. Next item, Madam Secretary.
Third and final reading of the ordinance creating one position under the Executive Department of the Local Government Unit, abolishing one position, upgrading one position, and creating 3 positions under Sangguniang Panlunsod Secretariat, Legislative Department of the Local Government Unit of the City of Alaminos.
Councilor Dalia de Leon, shall we enact the ordinance?
Yes, Mr. Chair. I move for the approval of the said ordinance.
Okay, it has been moved by Councilor Dalia de Leon. Seconded by Councilor Radoc, Councilor Secundera, Councilor De Castro, Councilor Ranoy, Councilor Rabago for the enactment of the said ordinance. Any objection? Amendment, discussion, hearing none, the said ordinance is hereby enacted. Next item, Madam Secretary. Sec. So,
announcement reminders po.
Sumagot na ba Sumagot na si Council?
Yes, sir. Tumawag na po sa akin si Engineer Camba. So, ang completion date daw po ng Sabangan Road na ongoing ang construction is on May 23, 2021, sir.
Talaga?
Yes po. Okay. May 23, 2021. At saka po yung regarding sa concern sa Pukal-Pukal Road daw po, DPWH project daw po yung ini-implement, currently being implemented at Pukal-Pukal. So wala daw po silang, hindi po sila aware kung ano yung magiging nila doon.
Oo.
Yung sa atin daw po yung Sabangan Road is one-way lane naman daw po, kaya nakakadaan naman daw po yung ibang sasakyan.
Nakakadaan, hindi sarado.
Yes po.
Councilor Ranoy, are you satisfied or shall we Invite them next session.
Walang nakakadaan sa Sabangan Road.
Wala ba?
Nakakadaan Vice.
Totally closed siya eh. Kaya nga hindi natin actually tatanungin ko rin sana kung may ordinance na tayong close natin yan eh.
Mr. Chair.
Councilor Fontelera is recognized.
Mr. Chair, good afternoon. Sir, hindi dapat i-close yung main road ng barangay road ng Sabangan.
Okay.
Kasi yung detour ng sinasabi ni Councilor Robel, kaka-asphalt po yun. Ngayon, talagang masisira na yan kasi pwede nang taniman yung karsadang yun eh. Kaya hindi pwedeng isara sana yung main road ng barangay road.
So parang side by side na lang ang pag-construct, parang ganun.
Mr. Chair, kasi ginawa yung burrito eh, kaya close road na siya.
Oh.
Yeah. Dapat hindi sana.
Well, actually, I believe dati nag-research na rin tayong secretariat dyan na if it's doing road works or minor development like repiping or may chine-check na mga poste, hindi naman na kailangan ng ordinance. Pero if it's nahahassle yung general welfare ng mga kababayan, maybe we could decide kung suggest natin huwag isara o one way. Hindi ko pa kasi nakita eh, to be honest.
Pero hindi na pwedeng i-open yun na Vice kasi may portions na nalagyan na ng concrete na konkreto na kailangan i-cure na rin eh. So
nalagyan na. Okay. So Councilor Roy,
ang kwan lang kasi is yung dito sa may Pukal-Pukal, mayroon din kasing ongoing line canal project yan.
Okay.
So parang nagiging problema is almost one half lang nung barangay road no ang nagagamit. So siguro yung mga malalaking sasakyan gaya ng mga truck pag nagkasalubong medyo mahihirapan. Yun yung nagiging problema doon. At saka yung bagong asfalto doon nga sa kwan masisira na.
So what can be our resolution to that?
Sa akin lang is that in the meantime talagang wala tayong magawa because the only access
is muna.
Oo. Kasi dapat sana ang ginawa sana nila
isa-isa.
Ang suggestion ko diyan, if I may yung Sabangan talaga hindi na pwede kahit hindi mo isara doon, lubak na eh. Itong Pukal-Pukal dahil parang may one way siya. Sila maglagay ng mga tao na mag-traffic both ends. Bago pumasok yung isa, siyempre sasabihin doon sa huwag mo na pumasok, papasok yung gano'n na lang.
Wala ba? Walang traffic?
Wala eh. Walang tao. Dumadin ako minsan dyan. Dapat mag-traffic at both ends.
Anong meron sa area na yun, Councilor Doc? Wala naman. Nagpasyal lang kayo.
Dumaan ako dahil nagpunta ako ng Victoria. Nadaan ako doon nung una sa Sabangan nga, nalubak ako. Nakarating na eh. Pinilit ko. Nung pag-uwi, dumaan naman ako dito sa Pukal-Pukal na kaya nakita ko na one way doon. Ginagawa. Curing pa isang side eh. Tapat yata ni Councilor siya yata nagpagawa doon.
Okay.
Hindi dapat talaga. Hindi dapat sabay-sabay na gawin yung dapat
construction.
Yung nagtitipid siguro yung pinagsabay-sabay lahat yung tapos klinos yung daan nahirapan yung mga motorista.
Hindi kaya sana ang ginawa doon, nakiusap siya doon sa mga private property doon na portion ng may repair na i-reroute or i-divert yung daan doon kasi yung mga iba kasi complain nila masyadong malayo yung dinadaanan nila pero siyempre ang paliwanag naman natin although malayo yung dinadaanan nila ngayon pagkatapos silang sabi nga ni Councilor Rod mag-istis muna at least they will reap the fruits of their labor.
Oo. Katapos ng tiis, sarap na.
Damay-damay na. Tiis-tiis, damay-damay.
Tiis-tiis, damay-damay. Damay-damay. Tapos, ang pagkatapos ng sarap-sarap.
Oo. Si Councilor ayaw magtiis eh. Gusto sarap lahat eh.
Kasi kahit na yung kanto, sabi nila, salap.
Siguro, kung Councilor if you want an action, we can maybe file a resolution na parang requesting or maglagay tayo ng poso doon. or any
Hindi.
traffic aid.
Mr. Chairman, dapat ang mag-shoulder niyan yung may-ari ng project.
Yung contractor.
Kasi obligasyon nilang malagyan ng traffic yung ano.
Pero may nabalitaan din kasi ako doon, Mr. Chair. Supposed to be talaga, yun span by span ng one way ang pagsisement nila doon.
Okay.
Kaso ang nangyayari talaga, kaya sinarado nila, hindi nila ma-level talaga yung one-half portion. Every time na may dadaan na sasakyan. So kahit na anong feeling nila at saka pag pipison nila, pag may dumaan na sasakyan doon sa one-half portion ng kalsada, gumagalaw yung lupa.
Bumabaon.
Eventually, yung newly concrete road doon, it will also undergo another repair pag gumalaw na naman yung lupa doon kasi may malambot na portion sa loob. Pero that remains to be seen, of course.
Okay, yes.
Basta tiis-tiis muna.
Tiis-tiis muna.
Para after that, chalap-chalap.
Okay.
Tiis-tiis muna.
Tiis-tiis, damay-damay, sarap-sarap. Okay. Any other concerns po? So, okay na tayo doon? Councilor Fontanera. Before Councilor Raul Bacay first.
Sana isi-save natin yung detour ng Culayo Pukal-Pukal Road kasi kaka-aspalto po yun. At ang malalaking truck na heavy doon dumadaan. Kaya medyo gumalaw na po yung aspalto sa Culayo.
Ganun ba? Sira na agad?
Culayo Barangay Pukal-Pukal po. Sa Bangan Road.
Ano magagawa natin? Saan sila dadaan? Kung ano?
Binuksan na nag-double lane na po ang contractor ng main road ng Sabangan. Kaya wala na po. Curing period na lang po hintayin.
Is. Councilor Raul Bacay?
Mr. Chair, regarding po doon sa di ba mayroon tayong resolution as a request ni Councilor Boling na yung mga solar ng mga DPWH na nasisira. Di ba, anong status nun, Mr. Chair? Kasi minsan nagabihan ako na umiikot sa Labinos. Ang dami pala dito sa may bypass lookup na yung mga solar na ginawa ng DPWH. Ngayon, madilim. Diba may resolution tayo doon, Mr. Chair?
Meron. I believe merong propose before si Councilor Oscar Boling na hindi sapat na ikabit lang, dapat i-maintain din. Parang gano'n, di ba?
Oo. Lalo na dito sa bypass, yung isang side lang ang mayroon, yung isang side, halos wala na lahat.
Siguro, tanungin natin yung idea ni Kagawad Jojo Pumplera dyan, kung anong masasabi niya.
So, Madam Secretary, please look for the resolution. For next session na lang, look for the resolution regarding, I think we adopted the resolution yung pag-maintain ng mga street lights or mga solar lights, specifically yung DPWH, na dapat i-maintain din nila yung mga sira na. So
actually, we transmitted that resolution to the Department of Public Works and Highways, but unfortunately, wala po silang sagot or action on the matter.
Yes, kunin mo lang yung resolution, yung title, or ano ba yung laman, and then we can do a follow-up. Kahit na na tayo, oversight committee na lang natin magsusulat.
Sige po.
Para i-report natin na it has come to our attention na yung saan sa bypass cap, sa may yung bago, yung luma.
Yung bago. Halos wala na lahat doon.
Yung bagong bypass ay may mga sira na street light. It may cause accidents.
Sa lookup, marami din sa lookup.
Sa highway din.
Sa lookup marami din. Sa highway. Sa lookup marami din.
Opo. So our secretariat will draft a letter para mag-request po tayo ng follow-up doon sa request po natin doon. para sa betterment ng ating mga kababayan and safety. So ngayon, tiis-tiis muna. Okay? So sabi niya, ano daw, during the day ka daw umikot para sa gabi. Sa gabi, mahirap umikot sa gabi, madilim.
Sir, clarification.
Yes po.
So sulat na lang, nagpa-follow up na po ba ako sa DPWH through a letter or do we invite them next regular session?
Mag-draft muna. Draft tapos sulat na agad. Pero basahin ko muna yung draft ha.
Sige po.
Parang follow up lang natin. Tapos meron tayong report na sirain na sa lookup, sirain na sa bypass. And then let's give them 10 days to respond also. Any other concerns po? Wala na, Ma'am Sec?
Please proceed with the announcements. The first item is our birthday greetings to our lovely lady, the President of the Panglungsod na Federasyon ng Sangguniang Kabataan, Madam Laverdy Bernabe, who is celebrating her birthday today, April 13, 2021. And also again, our belated happy birthday greetings to Councilor Berna Esderabag, who celebrated her birthday last April 8. Hindi po natin siya nabigyan ng cake noon. So, hopefully ngayon meron na po.
Oh, okay. Happy birthday, Councilor Laverdy. Happy birthday, Councilor Berna.
Birthday.
Love.
Thank you po, bye.
Wala kayong video, Councilor Berna?
Video. Wala tayong video?
Yeah. Okay. Any other announcements po? Ma'am Luz, any other announcements?
Mr. Chair,
yes, Councilor De Castro.
One concern bago ko makalimutan.
Yes po.
Specifically addressed to kay Ma'am Luz. Malala ko, approved na yung localized ordinance natin, ano?
Yung sir, yung
gambling ordinance natin?
Sir, inirefile po natin sa Sangguniang Panlalawigan yun, and when I did the follow-up, wala po pa silang sagot. But kung i-base po natin sa local government code, it is already deemed approved. Kasi nag-lapse na po yung 30 days period niya.
Kasi I expect na dadami ang cases natin na mahuhuli sa gambling. Ngayon, tinatanong ako kung pwede na daw ba nating i-implement yon. So, para yung mga mahuhuli.
Di ba, Ma'am Luz, approved na yon? Parang I remember, approved na ng Panlalawigan, hindi ba?
Yun na yung, sir, check ko lang po.
Alam ko approved na yun eh.
Wala pang dumating na
notice. Alam ko, insan, Councilor Alfred approved na yun eh.
Kung maalala ko, parang mayroon silang...
Sir, may legal opinion po yun.
Oh.
Inayos natin. Nirefile po natin. At hindi na po sila sumagot ulit. Wala na po silang further actions. As per our record, sir, wala pa pong certification galing sa Sangguniang Panlalawigan na yung ordinance po natin ay approved na. Or
ano ba?
Yes, sir.
But since 30 days na, pwede na tayong...
Yes po.
Meron na ba tayong doon? Publication?
Hindi pa tayo nag-publish, sir, kasi wala pa pong certification. But if you will instruct us to publish the ordinance without the certification, kasi nag-lapse na po yung 30 days.
So, kasi pag hindi natin na-publish yan, effective yung ordinance na yan, hindi ko.
Sige
po, sir. Papapublish ko na po bukas.
Publish na lang natin.
Kasi baka... mamaya, si Kagawad Probil Ranoy, kakailanganin niya yung ordinansa natin na yan.
Hindi, suggestion ko dyan, i-put natin sa Sangguniang Panlalawigan kasi minsan, naalala ko, nung nagpunta tayo kasama si Vice, mayroon tayong ordinance na after 30 days hindi na-actionan. Sinabi namin doon na hindi na-actionan 30 days eh. Sabi nila, marami kaming ginagawa eh.
Nagalit, di ba? Nagalit.
Sino yung taga dito si
board member Vince?
Si Boy, hindi yung isa yung
si merong Ipolyokan.
Yung Boy, taga dito 2nd district yata yon.
Saryo.
2nd district.
Ikaw yung may-ari ng Juan Calesa.
2nd district eh.
So,
Parang
just
may-
Mickey Boy Reyes po.
Mickey Boy Reyes.
Ayun, yun. Nagalit. Yung dami kaming ginagawa sa hindi lang naman yung ginagawa. Pero wala naman sa local government ko yung marami silang ginagawa. Excuse sila, wala naman.
Hanggang ngayon tumutulog pa?
siguro, Ma'am Luz, just to, maybe phone, just out of, syempre, we have to, very respectful tayo. So, give them a phone call rin, maybe tomorrow morning. And then ask kung ano yung status nito, ganyan. And then we're just update them that we're about to publish it already since it already lapsed. Just pakinggan mo rin kung ano sasabihin nila. Parang, ma'am, FYI lang po kasi kailangan na po yung ordinansang ito. So, follow up lang po kami. Pero nag-lapse na po yung 30 days. FYI lang po na we will already publish it. So, yun. Kasi, we can implement it naman. If deemed not within our powers, pwede naman natin tanggalin ulit eh. Di ba?
Yes po.
Kasi ngayon, we need to have it, we have to enact it already or execute it already. Pero syempre, we have to be respectful. Kailangan respetuhin natin yung mga board member at syempre yung sangga yung panlalawigan kasi we're under them. So,
para yung
a phone call would be good.
Para yung mga magtutupada, ako na lang.
Natigil na naman yung sabong.
Yung para yung mga magtutupada, municipal ordinance lang.
Wala pa, no? Walang sabong pa, no? Wala pa.
Kamayos.
Kailan ang resumption?
Para may nakita ako sa SWAL.
Parang pa yung pero may extend na naman niya.
Parang nakita ko bukas yung SWAL nung isang araw. Nakita ko maraming tao. Wala.
Maganda muna kaya tayo. Magbago magpintuhan.
Okay. Any other announcements? Wala na po para we can adjourn para magkwentuhan. So happy birthday again to Councilor Loverly and Councilor Verna. So
there are no more other matters, Mr. Chair. I move that the session for today be adjourned.
Second.
It's been moved by Councilor Licaya, seconded by Councilor Doc for the adjournment of today's session. I now call the Sangguniang Panglungsod regular session for the month of April adjourned. Okay, picture tayo. Harap po sa camera. Councilor Ranoy.
Madilim to.
Masyadong.
Ako sa kapila.
Yeah. Ay, ayos ah. Mag-iya ka naman dyan, pare. Mag-iya ka naman dyan. Pwede ba dyan? Councilor Season. Ayan. Councilor Loverly. 1. Saan si Councilor? Councilor Verna. Picture po. 1, 2, 3. Okay po. Maraming pong salamat.
Okay na.
Okay. Ay, no. Wait. Councilor Season nandyan na. Again. 1, 2, 3. Okay po. Ingat po kayo.